Once again, I'm there with you for paper solving, and today we'll be solving question number 4, that is A and B part of question number 4 from your question paper. Now, before that, let's see what we have covered in the previous lecture. So, it comes in the part of let's recall. Let's recall what we have learned, that we have completed in the previous lectures question number 3. Also, we have seen what different things are coming in question number 3. This question number 3 can be asked in the different ways. It can be asked as question number like answer the following in one sentences. And when you answer the following in one sentences, you have to attempt 4 out of 5. And when you're attempting 4 out of 5, you will get 4 marks. So for one question answer, you will get 1 mark. We have also seen how it can be asked for name the following also. It can be asked in question answer the following. It can be asked in name the following also. And here also, when you are attempting name the following also, you have to attempt 4 out of 5. Any 4 you have to attempt. And how it should be written, we have seen in the lecture. Again, this question number 3, it can be asked in the different way, that is right or wrong. That we have seen how the answers should be written and how many marks allotted for that. Same 4 marks are allotted for that. And here also for say right or wrong, you have to attempt 4 questions out of 5. Now, next type, the question number 3 can be asked in identify the type on the basis of statement. And we have also solved the examples. We have also solved many examples of it. And also this question, this particular question, you have to answer any 4 out of 5. Then yesterday we have also seen some questions can be asked for differentiate between. Differentiate between, it is here you are going to attempt 2 out of 3. So the 3 questions will be asked for differentiate between, and you're going to attempt 2 out of 3. And the marking scheme will be the same, that is 4 marks. If you will answer both the questions correctly, you will get 4 marks. So one differentiation, 2 marks are allotted for that, for one differentiation. And both if you answer, you will get 2 plus 2, 4 marks. While answering this differentiate between, see, remember that you have to write at least 2 to 3 points. And how to write, which points to you have to present over there, that we have learned in previous lecture. Now, next way, this question number 3 can be asked for short notes, right? Short notes. In this way also it can be asked. So here also this short notes you are going to attempt 2 out of 3. So 3 short notes will be asked and you are going to attempt 2 out of it. So same for each short note, 2 marks will be there. 2 plus 2, 4. Okay, if you answer both the things correctly. And how much you're going to write for 2 marks, that is at least 3 to 4 points should be there in your short note. So this particular thing we have seen in the previous lecture. Now we have solved many examples, as well as we have taken an interaction section of question number 3. Today we are ahead with question number 4, and question number 4, 2 parts are there of it, that is A and B, which is totally based on map reading and map filling. So this particular question, very easy. If you answer this particular question, you will get 4 plus 4, 8 marks. So very easily students, you can score 8 marks in this map reading and map feeling. So map reading and map feeling, it is asked in A and B. Question number 4A and question number 4B. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Now, right now, I'm having over here the question paper of 10th standard, showing question number 1A, 4A and 4B. Now let's have a look on it. Remember that this question paper, why I'm showing you, because the same pattern goes with 9th standard and same pattern goes with 10th standard. Now, if you see here, you can see in the question number 4A, the question is mark the following on the outline map of India or whatever. It may come mark the following places in outline map of Maharashtra or world, whatever the question goes with. Now, when these places are given, you have to mark it. Outline map will be provided for you, and of course the index for it is very very important. And for this particular question, any four you have to answer. Now, for example, five places are there to be marked on the map, then you're going to attempt any four. Of course you can attempt all the five places, because somewhere if some goes mistake, one of it get wrong, then you will be there like to get the mark of the next option. So 4 marks are allotted for this particular question, that is question number 4A, where you have to mark the following on the outline map. Now, of this same question, that is for question number 4, sub question is there, that is B. Now, question number 4B is related with observe the following map and answer the following question. Now, here any map will be given for you. Now, this is the map of Brazil. This is a 10th standard thing. So, here the map of Brazil is there. So, 10th standard go with India and Brazil. So in your paper, you may get world map, you may get India map, you may get Maharashtra map. So what you have to do over here is that you have to observe the map, and you have to answer the questions which are given below. Now, this particular thing is also going to give you 4 marks. Any four. Now, here you have to attempt any four. 5 questions will be asked for you, and you're going to attempt any four out of it. And of course, you're going to write in a complete sentence. Now, 4 plus 4 in the map itself, in question number 4, you will get 8 marks. So, if you know map reading and map feeling very properly, so easily you will get out of marks in the map. So, before going to it, let's see what is map and how it should be read. Now, we are going to solve question number 4A and question number 4B. Before that, we shall know something, and that is what is map. Now, what is map? You must have seen different maps in your textbooks. You can see here on the slide that the map is a symbolic representation of selected characteristics of a place. It is usually drawn on the flat surface. Map present different types of information. So what is this map? It is a symbolic representation of a selected characteristics which we are showing on the flat surface. Okay, so this is the definition of this map. Now, what features are there of this map? Just we'll go through the features. Now, the first feature is the direction, second is the grid, third is scale, and fourth is symbol. So, this is very important. Now, you can see these features over here. What these things tells about? Now, direction helps us to identify where the locations are actually situated. Now you can see in the map. Now here the map is not there, but when I will do the map feeling, that time you will be able to see the map. Now direction arrow is always there in your map. In the previous lectures also I have told you how to find out the direction. The direction is always given by the arrow of north. Now your right hand side, it is the east, and left hand side, it is the west, and just opposite to north is the south. Once you know this direction, it is very very easy for you to do this map filling. Now, what are this grid? The second point which has been highlighted over here in the feature of the map is the grids. Now, what are these grids? Grids is something lines. Okay, now these grids are latitude as well as longitude on the map, which helps to get the information about the extent of region and also its exact location on the earth. So this is very important. With the help of this grid, you will get to know the exact location of that particular place on the earth. Now, scale indicates the relationship. What is the scale? The third feature is the scale. Very important thing. The scale indicates the relationship between the distance of map and the actual distance on the earth. Now, earth total distance you cannot show on the map. It is not possible to show the whole distance on the map. Because of that, we have selected a scale. Now, scale is depend on how much you are taking it. So we can even show the large portion by showing a on a small paper. Now, next, what is important over here is the symbol. Now, symbols is to represent the geographical features. They are very important, and different types of symbols are there. We'll go to the next slide. Now, here, this beautiful slide is there, and how to feel the map. These symbols are going to help you out. This is very, very important, because whenever you're filling the map, this type of symbol, you cannot use symbols of your own mind. Now, some symbols which are there, which are universally used and which are universally accepted and considered for map filling. So these symbols which plays a very important role in map filling. Now, in this slide, you can see airport. Now, airport is shown by this particular symbol, that is of like a aeroplane. Okay. Then service station also, it is given over here. Then bus stop, how you can know that where the bus stop is. There, the no need to write the full name of the bus stop or bus stop or the total word, they are not written in the map. So you can write, when see the map is very congested, when you have to show many things in one particular map, so it is very difficult like to show everything on the map at once, or to write many places, the names of many things, the names of many characteristics on this map. So in that particular way, what you can do is that you can put these symbols. Now, this bus stop you can show by this. Then camping area, a tent is shown. Then car park. Now, this type of boat you must have seen everywhere of this car parking. Then post is shown by a envelope. Then this is very important thing, that is a hospital. A red cross is shown which indicates a hospital is there. This cross you must have seen also on the ambulances, on the doctor's vehicles. So this red cross is shown to indicate hospital. Now, next is what? Hotels. Now, hotel is shown by the word H. Then shopping center. See here, shopping center. This cart is there, which shows you about shopping center. Then swimming pool. Now, these particular things you cannot draw anyhow. You have to draw in the same way where it is universally, or just related to it. At least related to it, your symbols should be. Then telephone, then toilets. On the toilets also you must have seen this type, male and female, what logos are given over here. So even the toilets are shown in this way. Then food, how it is given. Then accessibility, available. Then lighthouse, now this type of symbol is shown. Information center, it is shown by I. Now, most of the time, this particular symbols are used, which is shown in your map key. Most of the time, like we don't go with all the symbols, like so many symbols are presented over here, but we don't go by all the symbols, but mostly we go with few symbols which are like mostly used. You can see here in the next slide of map key. Now, map key mountains are shown over here. Now these mountains are shown, even you can understand looking at the picture, like this is a mountainous area where you want to show the mountainous area. Then you're going to show by this type of mountains. Then highest elevation means what? Height from the base to the top, that is called as the elevation. So the highest elevation can be shown. Then river. Now river also symbol you must have seen in this. Then capital. Whenever you're showing a city, you will show by a dot, small dot, and the capital will be little bit like a not totally filled dot. Then town also in the same way. This you can do little bit modification also over here. Then highway, highways are shown this way, or H is also shown most of the time. Then railroad how it is shown. Then airport how it is shown. Airport can be shown in both the ways, like you have seen in the first slide, that airport is shown by an aeroplane symbol, as well as the airport can be shown this way. Then national park or reservers and all, you can show in the greenway circle. So these things are very very important. When you're doing a map filling, you should know about this symbols. Let's move ahead. Now, points to remember when you're filling this map. Very very important, what points you should remember. You have to use the appropriate symbol. Appropriate symbol use is very important, because if you want to show any hospital and you show, if you give the symbol of a airport over there, so it will be totally wrong. So appropriate use of symbol is very very important, which will give you the clear idea of what actually you want to speak and what actually you want to show over there. Whenever filling the map, always ensure about the proper location, where actually you are placing the location, because your location went wrong, then you will lose the marks in the paper. So proper location is very important. So you should have a study of a map, you should have a study of a atlas, then only you'll be able to feel the map. So proper study of the map is very important, and then only you can feel the proper location. Now different pattern for different distribution. Now for example, if you want to show the distribution, if you want to show the cities and all, then the same pattern if you give, that we have seen in the choropleth map. So the same pattern if you give, the same tint shade if you give, the same color shade if you give, then it will create a confusion. So very important is that to avoid this confusion while data reading, the important thing is that use different pattern for different type of distribution. Then uh, even when you're using a color, as I told you, go from the darker shade to the lighter shade. And once you know the proper direction, then you will be able to know to feel this map. And very very important thing here in this map reading is the index. For your index, marks are there, and if you don't write the index, you're going to lose the mark over there. So index column is very very important. Of course, the title of the map, index column, proper location, all these things are considered when your map is filled. Okay, we'll move to the next slide. Now we'll take 4B first. Okay, 4B, what is there? It is related with what? It is related with your map reading, and 4A is related with your map feeling. So first what we'll take 4B. Why? Because 4A I will take by showing you by owning my video, that is how to feel the map. So that will take later. So first we'll take what? 4B, that is related with the map reading. Now, wherever the map reading is there, you have to observe the map carefully. Now, here Kolhapur district average annual rainfall map is there on your slide. Now, this I have taken an example from your lesson number 1 distributional map. Okay, this is 1.5 from your textbook, and you are going to answer the questions which are related to it. So before going to that, first study this map, try to study the map. Then only if you know the map how to read it, then only you'll be able to answer the questions which are asked. Now here you can see the arrow is given. Now what is the title of the map? The title of the map is Kolhapur district average annual rainfall. Now here the arrow is given, which shows you the north direction of this particular Kolhapur district. Now how to find east and west? Always remember that one technique, the sun rises in the east. So rise and R right side. Okay, so here you can keep in the mind just not to forget any time, like rise and right. So in the same way, your right side is the east, the arrow's right side is the east side, and of course, opposite to east is the west side. Just opposite to your north is the south side. Now here also scale is given over here. The scale it is also given over here. Now the scale is 10 and 20 over here. Then also the tint is given which shows the different variables. Now, once you know the directions, you will be able to answer this question, answer the questions which are asked over here. These questions are also there in your textbook. Okay, the first question is like, in which direction is the rainfall more in the district? Now, of course, this particular questions, all you have to answer in the full sentence. Now, which direction rainfall is more in the district, where you can see the dark colors, the dark shades are there in your left side of the arrow. That is your west side. Okay, so the west side, the rainfall is in the west side of the district is more. Now, if the second question is this way, in which direction the rainfall is decreasing? Now the decreasing, it is shown by the lighter tint. So what you have to do, you have to see where the tints are going to be, means they are in the descending order or going in the lighter shades. So you can see that they are lighter in the east part. So in the east part, the east direction of Kolhapur district, the rainfall is decreasing. Now we have got the answer of both the question. Third question, which class shows low rainfall category in the district? Now, which class? Okay, here it is asked. Remember, always read the questions very carefully, because in map reading, reading questions are very, very important. So, here it is asked, which class? Now, class where you will come to know, you have to see in the index. So in the index, you will see the lowest class is 600 millimeters rainfall. So from 0 to 600, don't write only 600. From where it starts, the counting starts from 0 degree. So 0 degree to 600 millimeters, the rainfall is low. Category class is shown by, the low category class is shown by 0 to 600 millimeters. Now, the fourth question, which class shows the high rainfall category in the district? The fourth question is asking us about which class is showing the highest rainfall. Again, we have to go in the index and find out the class which shows the highest rainfall, and that is 2400 to 3000 millimeters, which is shown in the darker shade. So we have to write the class which shows the highest rainfall category is 2400 to 3000 millimeters. So in this way, you are going to answer the question. And one more question is there of this particular map. You can refer your textbooks because the questions are there in the textbooks. Now, which method is used in preparing this map? Everyone knows, like we have used which type of methods over here. Okay, the lines are iso lines are used. So which method? This is also a isoplat method. So iso lines are used over here. Now in this particular thing, 5 questions were asked and you have to answer only 4. So this will give you 4 marks. So it is very important to read the questions and answer it accordingly. You will get 4 out of 4 very easily in map reading. Always the students score much mark in this map reading. Now let's take one more example, that is the world distributional of rainfall. Here the yes, continents are given over here. Let's take of this particular example. Now the 7 continents are given over here and the title of the map is distribution of rainfall. Here the color tint is also used to show the amount of rainfall. Now first study the map. See, the equator is passes as the 0 degree. Then a Tropic of Cancer, 23 degree 30 seconds north, and also 23 degree 30 seconds south, that is Tropic of Capricorn. And accordingly we can see a latitudinal range over here. Then uh, Pacific Oceans are there, Atlantic Oceans, all the oceans are seen over here, Arctic Ocean, then seven continents which are there. Now, in which continent India is? India is in the continent of Asia. So, this is very important. You should know where India lies. India lies in the continent of Asia. So, these different continents are shown over here. Then we'll see the index. What is written in the index? World average annual rainfall in millimeters. Now, the color goes like, always remember the darker shade is used to show the highest variable. So, in the same way they have taken, but here from the they have taken from the low to high. Now, the lighter shade less than 500 millimeters. After that, little darker, 500 to 1000, and more than 1000 is more darker. So, in this way, you can use the shades. Now, once you have read the map and seen the corner of your right side, seen the corner north is given a direction. So, which directions will be there? In the right side east, left side west, and opposite side south. So, in this way, you will come to know about the directions. Now, just see what is the questions over here. First question, you can refer from your textbook. Which region experiences more rainfall? Now, here it is asked as which region is experiencing more rainfall. Now, more rainfall is shown with a dark blue color, that is more than 1000. Then you have to find out like which regions are experiencing rainfall more than 1000 millimeters. Now, here you can see which regions are there. Answer is equatorial region. If you see the equator which passes from 0 degree, which is the equator. Okay, so the region which comes in the part of equator are equatorial regions, and this particular regions are having the highest rainfall. Then monsoon region in the Southeast Asia. If you see the Asian continent, that is the south part, south and east part, it is down also, and it is to the right hand side also. See Asia continent, and there what you can see over here, southeast part is experiencing more rainfall. Then northwest part of Europe, go to the continent of Europe, you can see here north and west part of Europe is having. Then west coast of America receive, eastern coast of Australia also here, and west coast of America receives also east and west coast of America receives high rainfall. So where the high rainfall is there? Equatorial region, monsoon region of Southeast Asia, Northwest Europe, Eastern Australia, and east and west coast of America receives high rainfall. Now, next questions asks you like, what is the reason for low rainfall in the central peninsular India? Now, if you see Asia, in that Asia, country India is there. But if you see the central peninsular part of it, it receives less rainfall. What is the reason for it? Because as it is far from both the coastline, the central part which is there, now mostly the coastline we are getting more rain, because the southeast monsoon wind comes from the sea. So that is why in the coastline we are getting more rainfall. Since the central part of Indian peninsula comes in the center, so it is away from the coastal line. So that is why we are getting a less rainfall. Now, why it is rainfall more only in the eastern part of Australia? Why it is more in the eastern part of Australia? Because it comes under the influence of trade wind. This is the third question, because this Australia comes under the influence of the wind. So that is why trade winds, that is why the rainfall is more over here. Now, fourth question, why does the eastern part of Central African continent get less rainfall than the western despite of its location close to the equator? Now, if you see the continent Africa, even if it is close to the equator, you can see that equator is passing from African continent. There, even also then, what happened over here? The eastern part of Central Africa receives more rainfall than the western part, despite its location is close to the equator. Why this is so? Now, why this is so? Because the Central Africa is the hilly region and hence does not get conventional rain despite of being located along the equator. Now, this all orographic rain, conventional rain, all you must have learned in the lesson precipitation. So it's very easy to like to know about it. Here we have solved the two examples and five questions will be asked for you. You must have seen now five questions were there for the map reading, and of course you're going to answer four for it, and you will get 4 marks for it. You can easily answer these questions. Now let's go to the third type. Then afterwards we'll go for map filling. So this is the map reading. For map reading, this is going to be the last map. So one more example. This is the again we are taking a world map. Okay, this is from lesson number 7, that is international date line. This also we have learned in the previous lessons, previous lectures. I have uh, taught you what is an international date line, why it is not a straight line. See where it passes from the water body, how the day and date changes. So all these things we have seen when we have learned this particular lesson, international date line, lesson number 7. Now, what you have to do, students, over here, this particular diagram is there in your textbook. So you should know the proper places. Now, one slide, the proper places are given, and one slide, the places are not given. But you can see by referring both the maps, you can actually uh, answer this following questions. Now, using Atlas, tell which of the following routes the ideal will be crossed. Now, this is the question from your exercise. I have taken this question from your exercise. Mumbai. Now, when your plane is crossing from Mumbai, the plane is going to London, then New York, then Los Angeles. Now, it will lead to Los Angeles from Mumbai. Whether it is going to cross the ideal, you can see in the next slide, you can also see where actually the ideal is located, and from that thing you can understand that actually it is crossing the ideal. So answer will be yes. Now the next is flight from Tokyo, Delhi, Kolkata, Singapore and Melbourne. Now if the flight goes from Tokyo, Delhi, Kolkata, Singapore and Melbourne, then it is not crossing an ideal, because you can see all these places which are there in the continent of near to Asia and Europe, and so that is why we are not actually crossing the ideal. So answer is no. Now when you travel from Kolkata, Hong Kong, Tokyo, San Francisco, now when you have to go to San Francisco, of course you are going to cross the ideal, that is yes. So the answer for it is yes. Now, fourth one, Chennai, Singapore, Tokyo, Sydney, and Santiago. That is the answer is yes. Here, of course, you are going to cross the ideal. Now, if you want to go from Delhi, London, New York, here what? You're not crossing the ideal. So answer is no. So right now we have taken 3 examples. We have taken 3 examples of map reading. That was your 4B. Okay, now we'll go to 4A. Okay, now we'll go to 4A. Let me show you how to fill the map. We'll take an example one by one for filling the map. Okay. Okay, here you can see this map filling. Now your 4A question is there, that is related with map filling. Now this particular question I have taken from your textbook only. This is the map of Maharashtra state. Okay. Now here the tourist places are asked for you to mark. Now which are these tourist places which are asked for you to mark? Mumbai, Pune, Nasik, Nagpur, Aurangabad and Shegaon. Now, how you have to mark these particular places? You have to see how you are going to mark these places on the map. I will show you. Now, first you can see here, this is the map of Maharashtra. Now, what is the title of this title of this particular map? The title of this particular map is Major Tourist Places. The title of this particular map is Major Tourist Places. Now, very important over here is to write an index. So, index is very important. Just make a column of it because we need to fill 5 places. So I have made a 5 column of for this. So this is where we are going to write an index. Now we'll see, this is the map of Maharashtra. Now which places it is told for us to mark the Arabian Sea also. First we are going to mark the places like which is been asked. Mumbai. So to come to know this Mumbai, we have to mark some of the places over here. Now, first we'll mark what Arabian Sea over here. See, you can see over here, Arabian Sea is marked over here. Okay. Now, also, this are your, this is your arrow. Okay. You should know which direction it is. So, your right hand side, which direction it will go, that you are going to mark. So, here it will be your east, and here it will be your west, and here it will be your south. So, this is the way. Now here there is no need to mark in your paper because this why we have taken, so that we should able to know like where we have to mark the places. So for our information we are actually writing this arrows. So now here you have to mark like it is asked for you. First thing is that Mumbai. Now Mumbai comes where you have to go like near the coastline. The Mumbai is there in the coastline. This is the map of Maharashtra. So here somewhere Mumbai is there. Okay. So here is Mumbai, and here you will write 1. So Mumbai is number 1, it is over asked, and then you can write also over here Mumbai. Okay. You can write over here Mumbai, and there you can grid you can put a grid for that. Now, for example, I have taken a dot over here, so I will fill this with a dot itself. So that is how we'll get the area of it. So I can fill it with the dots. So after that, it is asked for us Pune. Now near to it, it is a Pune. So here you can fill this first of the Mumbai. First, we'll fill totally the area which covers Mumbai. Then Pune. Now, Pune is number 2 in our question. So, you are going to put number 2 for it. That is Pune. So, here you are going to put a next type of grid. If you are putting the same type of pattern, then what will happen? It will create a confusion. So, for example, you are putting a line pattern over here. Put a line pattern over here. So for Pune, you have taken a line pattern. So near to Pune is the Nasik, just above it. It goes to the central. So Nasik is number 3. Okay, so number 3 we are taking Nasik. So for Nasik again, you will take a So here you can write Pune also if you want, and here you can write Nasik. Okay, for Nasik, you will take a different pattern. Okay, for example, there you have taken line, then here you can take this grids. So we have taken a grid pattern for Nasik. Then next to Nasik, this is Aurangabad. So this is okay, this is the fifth one, Aurangabad. So you have to see actually where it is asked. What is the question of it? Aurangabad is fifth. So we are doing it here because it means it Aurangabad comes next to Nasik. So we have put over here. So here you can take another pattern. What pattern you can take? You can take big circles, or you can also write the names. There is no need, okay, that you should write this particular, or you should give this particular grids. So this is your Aurangabad. Then near to Aurangabad in the Akola district you will get place Shegaon. So here it comes, that is the sixth one. So actually uh, our next thing, that is the fourth, it is remaining, but it comes on the other part. Okay, so we'll see first which is comes very closer. So here you can take another way. Okay, so example, you can take this process, or you can just write like numbers also. You can write over here 6, and you can write the names of this particular place. And then we'll go to Nagpur. Okay, Nagpur comes somewhere here. So it is very, very important for you to know like fourth number. You can write also here Nagpur, or this is also correct. If you write this much also, then it is correct. But it is told for you, if it is told for you to like write by the any method, then you should take any symbols. So for this particular symbols, you can take like you can take any type of grids over here. Okay, you can take a straight thing. So now this we have filled with the places. Now this 6 places were asked, and you are going to answer only 4 out of it. And if you answer 4 out of it, you will get how many marks? 4 marks. If you write like one Mumbai, okay, two Pune, if you mark the places exactly, and there if you write that way also, it is correct. Now then fill this index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then for one, what pattern you have taken? You have taken this pattern, and then you will write Mumbai. For next thing, what pattern you have taken? You have taken this pattern. You have taken Pune, or you can write one Mumbai, two Pune. This way also you can write. Then third pattern, we have taken a grids. So this is your Nashik. Okay, then fourth pattern, we have taken a straight vertical lines. This is your Nagpur. Then fifth, what we have taken is that fifth pattern, we have taken some rounds. Okay, fifth was asked Aurangabad. And the sixth pattern, it is Shega, we have taken this way, crosses. So in this way, you are going to feel this diagram, this map, and this index is very, very important. Index, feeling index is very, very important. If you feel it properly, then only you will get good marks in this feeling. Now, if you write like if you just put a one number and if you write Mumbai and if you don't feel this, that is also correct. Okay, let's move to the next map. Let's go to the next map. Now this is the map of India, okay, and here also it is told for you to mark the places, tourist places, and these places also Panaji, Agra, Kolkata, Mangalore, Jammu, and Kanyakumari. So this particular map is there, and here, of course, the arrow is also given here. You can see the arrow over here, and I'm writing a index over here. So index you have to write compulsory. That is very, very important, writing index. Now we'll mark the places over here. So the first thing is asks us that Panaji. Now Panaji, where it is? Panaji lies in Goa. So Goa comes below your south part, that is below Maharashtra. Okay, now Goa is very small place. So here it is located. It is a very small place. Now this is your Arabian Sea. We can write. Okay, and this is your Bay of Bengal. Okay, now you have to find here what? Goa. Now Goa is the small place. See, this is your Maharashtra, and below that's going to the south. Here it is a Goa. Now the capital of Goa is Panaji. So directly now we are not going to fill it by the grid. We'll put number one, Panaji. Okay. This way also we can fill. We can just show the place by dot and we can fill it like it is Goa, this small state. And here is the capital of Goa is Panaji. Now next it is asked for you Mangalore. Now Mangalore where it is? Now Mangalore comes in south. Okay. Goes to the south, that is down of it near the coastline only, Mangalore. So this particular part which is there, that we can put number 2 over here. Okay, and you can write over here Mangalore. So you can write over here Mangalore. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Now we'll cover first, which is asked, which is there in the south part. Okay, south part, see Kanyakumari is there. Again, what is asked from here? We'll cover this particular place first. Now Kanyakumari, you know that is the last part, the down part. Okay, the last part of it. This is the sixth. Huh? Always remember to put the proper number. This is not third one. This is your question six, which is asked. That is Kanyakumari. Okay, so we have covered the south part. Now we'll go little bit up. Now what is this? This is what? This is not the equator. This is a tropic of Cancer. The tropic of Cancer passes from India. That is 23 degree and 30 seconds east, and this is 23 degree and 30 seconds west. So this is the dotted line. This is dotted line. Why? This is an imaginary line. So that is why this is a tropic of Cancer. Okay, this tropic of Cancer pass from northernmost part of India, and if you see, it passes from the northernmost part of India. It doesn't pass from the southernmost part of India. Now, where you have to find out here, now something is there in the middle, and that is Kolkata. Okay, Kolkata lies in the east side. So here, Kolkata is there. We'll find out where it is. Kolkata is actually here. Okay, that is the fifth one. You can put a dot and put a number over there. So after Kolkata, what is asked for us? Agra. Now Agra is near Delhi. Now we have to come to the central part of India. Now central part of India, okay, here. This is the central part of India. Now here is your Okay, here is your Agra. Now, Agra was a third question. We'll go to Jammu. Okay, where is the Jammu? Now, Jammu is up here. Fourth, that is a Jammu. That is in the north side. So, fourth is your Jammu. Okay, now I think we have covered everything. One, two, three, okay, four, yeah, over five and six. So these things were asked. Now let us fill this index part. So how you are going to fill now? You have not given any pattern for it. So you will put directly. Now this column is not needed. You will put directly first number you have given for Panaji. Okay. Then second number you have given for Mangalore. Third number you have given for Agra. Fourth number you have given for Jammu. Then fifth number you have given for Kolkata. And sixth number you have given for Kumari. So in this way, you are going to fill your map. And if you fill it correctly, here you are going to get 4 out of 4. So it is very, very easy for you to write this. Now, if you don't write this Arabian Sea also, no problem for you. If you don't write this Bay of Bengal also, no problem for you. But you are going to show like this on the map. Okay. Okay. Now we'll take one more last thing. That is the map. World map. We'll take this last thing. Okay, world map it is told for us. Only now few things are there to be shown over here in this world map. Now here first thing what you have to show over here is Mount. Okay, first thing is shown over here is Mount Kilimanjaro. That is Mount Kilimanjaro is here. You can see here this place. Okay, now when you want to show the mount, you are going to show by this mountain side. Okay, here you are going to show mountain and here you will put 1. There's no need like to write the name. In the index also you can write the name or you can write the name this way. Then second thing is asked over here is that Mid-Atlantic earthquake zone. Now Mid-Atlantic earthquake zone passes from this way. Passes up to here. Now this is your Mid-Atlantic. I'm getting a problem over here. Mid-Atlantic zone, earthquake zone. So we'll finish this. Only few things are there. Then Mount Fiji lies over here. Okay, here third thing, Mount Fuji. And the one more thing, that is Krakatau. Krakatau is found over here. Camera. Okay. Fourth one, and here symbol you can show, no need to write the place. This is mountain. So in the mountain way only. And Vesuvius again. And here Mount Vesuvius. This is the fifth one. So in this way, then you are going to fill this index. So I think we have covered all the map reading, and also we have covered the map reading also, and we have covered the map feeling. So I have done with the lecture. Hello, Mayur sir.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Yes, I have done with the lecture.
Okay, teacher. Thank you. Thank you, teacher.